This was a story of a life that is very sad, a life that has thrill, that had drama, that had great learning to the speaker, but he brought all those ideas to you. How amazing is this to tell the world and to inspire the world? I like the idea of bringing humor into this speech. Seriousness, lesson, it was all wonderfully defined. And it is referring to one thing, and that one thing is everything that happens in a life that has a story, the world needs to know about. And he created it beautifully, he told us beautifully, and he narrated it wonderfully. So congratulations to him for bringing this entertainment to us. What was good in this speech, I like introducing the voices, the entertainment, and the fun, and the way audience responded. But what I feel, something that could have been improved was the voice modulation when a speaker is introducing the other characters. Like he was having words with Jenny, and he was having words with like Jesse or somebody like him. So he could narrate or speak and try to introduce them so the audience knows that this is the second character, this is the third character. Overall, it was a wonderful speech. We liked it, everybody liked it, and perfect. Thank you for this entertainment.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amir. And now we'll call in the next contestant. You spoke for 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so that's a good and safe length. Uh, okay, now let me invite back Toastmaster Latif.
So I'm supposed to disappear, right?
Yeah, you can now, since you've already delivered yours, so you can no, you know don't need to disappear. Since you
All right.
yeah, since you've already delivered your evaluation, so it's okay. I've messaged Toastmaster Latif. And there he is. Okay. Yes, Toastmaster Latif, your time starts now.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Contest chair. Today, my target speaker, Mr. PJ, changed our perception of thinking how small events can bring a big impact. He showed us that there was an ego which was not asking him to help from others. While your speech was connecting us individually with our day to day event, it made me personally believe the car was the most affected person because you eventually give that car as a character. You made it having a trouble, having a need of a tire, and you trying to help but not to reach anyone. A lesson learned from this was brilliantly explained, quietly keeping us engaged with the audience. The timing of your speech was amazing. From the word go, your lungs collapse. The, The mesmerizing thing, for example, you tried hard, but the way the rust and the sound effect mixtured your speech was an amazing outcome. But then it is necessary for us to kill our ego, at least to learn from our mistakes and learn from their experiences. Where I see you could have added more into this was there were times when you said, my lungs collapse. How about showing it more into deepness? Like, for example, you could have fallen down, or the car, when it was going for slope, you tried to stop it up. Some reactions added more flavor to this amazing speech. Likewise, your speech was such an amazing as if I have watched a full film in just 5 or 7 minutes. Your speech started as a young man trying to look for his goals, but then on a way to reach an attempt, he widely forgotten that there are people who can reach him. Yes, the end was amazing. Even a rusty hand, an old man, can help you out to be the best out of you. So, good luck and thank you for entertaining us with such an amazing message and your speech. Over to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. And you spoke for about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So that's good utilization. And Toastmaster Amir, I would also suggest you to utilize some more time. You had a margin of at least 20 seconds. Don't hesitate to utilize that margin. Okay. Let me just call this.
What a speech. Amir.
Okay. So it's our third contestant. And yeah.
We are running out of time. Shall we log in again?
No. 10 minutes are still remaining. So let Anam complete the evaluation and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I give the Jersey points or the evaluation?
The evaluation. Start.
Preston Vasiliev, the tire must have changed your personality, but your speech changed my personality at the moment. It was a great speech, well structured. Everything was well formatted, starting off with an inspiring beginning when you started off with the scenario right away, and you went off very smooth with the use of the props. We didn't feel any glitch when you were taking off your coat and delivering your speech. And apart from that, we didn't feel there was any change in the or there was any pause in between when you were trying to change the tire and the sound came out automatically from your sound. There wasn't any synchronization between. Everything sounded like, yes, you were changing the tire for real. Your hand gestures were superb. Your face expressions were really nice, telling us that what was the pain that you went through when you had to change the tire. Everything was pretty revealing from your face. There were meaningful pauses. In fact, there were pauses enough for everyone to get the humor, to grasp it, and to respond to it. Next, your message. There was a message in your speech, and that message gave us a true inspiration. Overall, your speech was well structured. The use of expressions were very appropriate with the speech. Your expressions were truly depicting the message that you wanted to give us, and that left us awestruck that yes, we can give a speech after watching you change the tire for us. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Okay. So Toastmaster Anam, you spoke for 1 minute and 46 seconds. So you need to work on that a little bit. Uh, Speak as much as you speak in real life during speeches. So, okay. Okay. So, first of all, I've been recording the meeting, right? And so all of you will be able to see the uh, each other's evaluations. So something very interesting has emerged, and the first thing is that Toastmaster Latif, you are obsessed with the structure of the speech. Sorry, wait a minute.
Logic, please. I was logic,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, you're obsessed with the story and logic of the speech. Toastmaster Amir, you were obsessed uh, with the message of the speech. And Toastmaster Anam, you were obsessed with the emotions of the speech. So all three of you highlighted different areas, which is very good. Now, a few general observations. See, no evaluation is right or wrong. Okay, keep this in mind. Evaluations are someone's opinion, right? So if we start with Toastmaster Amir, um, you started uh, in a very assured manner, okay, and that always helps. Your pace was very measured, and it's a little bit slow, uh, but uh, you need to work on um, how do I put this? Sometimes you become too slow. And if I am a judge, I'm waiting for you to get to the point. And when you don't get to the point, there's a chance that I may get distracted because I am human. Okay. I'm not a machine that's listening to every word. So, Toastmaster Ahmed, that's something for you that you need to accelerate your pace a little bit with time. I know it's not easy. You were the first evaluator. And this is a speech which is intimidating. Uh, it is close to perfect, and there is so much stuff. There is greatness right there on the screen, and all of us were in awe of this greatness. It also appeared in the speaking style employed by all three of you, which was not your normal speaking style at all three of you. You were hesitant, you were intimidated, you were a bit uh, overwhelmed by the speech, all three of you. Uh, so that was it, Toastmaster Amir, for you. Uh, Overall, it was good. But one thing, my brother, please, for God's sake, work on your sound setup because there were so many words that I couldn't hear only because your sound was not clear enough. And that may work against you in a contest. So make sure you've got your sound perfect. In a speech, even if you miss a few words, it's okay because you tend to conclude that you know what you would have said before. But in evaluation, the judges are hearing each and every word. Okay, so just accelerate your pace a little bit, and just don't uh, cover the philosophy of the speech. You need to cover the gestures also, and you need to cover the structure also, right? Uh, then Toastmaster Latif, and okay, you also were speaking a little slower than usual, and you have a ton of points, but you made, in my opinion, you made a very basic error. And that was that you spent too much time recapping the speech. Okay? You don't need to do that because the speech has already been made. Everyone has heard it. So you don't need to recap what happened. I know this is a style that is adopted by some evaluators that we have, and I don't question them on this because they feel comfortable that first you said this, then you said this, then you did this. But during that recapping, your opinion of that particular part gets lost somewhere because you're too obsessed with recapping everything. So focus on how you felt about the speech rather than what was the speech because everyone has already heard the speech, right?
Observe.
And Toastmaster Anam, you started very fast, number one. You were too fast, so you were faster than your usual pace. All three of you are nervous, I can tell. And that's no bad thing because great things come out of nervousness, but you spoke a little too fast. And you, uh, you, uh, you talked about the emotions of this that the speech elicited in you, which was, I think, very well covered. But you jumped straight into the technical aspects of how the sound was made, how it was very well linked. Perhaps for all three of you now, and whatever I say now is for all three of you. It's not appropriate to jump straight into the technical aspects. That you did this well, or you first summarize how you felt about the speech. Because remember, this is evaluation. No, everyone. This is evaluation speech contest. Okay, and the evaluation in its evaluation contest needs to be a little bit dramatic. It needs to be a little bit flashy. I've seen the international contests of evaluations, and you must have too. And tell me one thing very frankly, how useful you found those evaluations? The
I
winning.
find it easy. I find it easy.
Compared, but didn't you notice that compared to a normal evaluation, there was less technical stuff and more drama?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
because they are
Exactly.
normally focusing on our projects.
Exactly.
They focus on the evaluation in a context like they are performing a project.
Exactly.
So their
So
focus
that's the
is to perform and
yes.
entertain the audience and
Exactly.
grab as much attention as they can.
Exactly. But you know what? Judges in Pakistan, since especially at KTC, since I hate the
So less
idea.
than 1 minute. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have to
So
log in again.
yeah. So using the same link, we will log in again. Okay. So
Okay.
let us exit now and we log in again. Okay.